All right, my friends, let's get this party started. Welcome to Core and More. Let's warm it up really quick here. Start with some bodyweight squats, just down and up. Start to get some blood flow and heat to those hips. Ready to go. This is going to be a very low impact workout today, but it doesn't mean the intensity is going to be low. We're going to keep you moving, minimizing the breaks, minimizing the rest. Let's go into the hips, open it up, step up and over, bring it back. You can incorporate some weights today. I'll let you know when it's a good time to grab them. I'm not going to be using any today. I think the workout's going to be plenty challenging without it, but if you find that you come to a move that you can take a little bit more intensity, definitely feel free to grab those weights. One more. All right, step those feet out wide, lateral lunges. Just shift your weight side to side. Bend into one knee, push off the heel, straighten the leg. Make sure we're engaging through the legs to make those muscles turn on, activating them so that we can warm it up. Belly button's drawn in. We'll be working for 30 seconds with 10 seconds downtime to transition between moves. Of course, as always, we take it at our own pace. Minimize or lengthen a little break if we need to, but definitely minimizing the break as much as we can. Hold it center, hinging at the hips, reach for the floor or rest on thighs. Just a little hammy stretch here. Bend into the knees, drop the hips, lift and lower. We'll be working mostly on the floor today. So definitely need your mat. Let me get my timer ready here. All right, and then from here, a little inchworm. So step or walk your feet in close together. Bend into the knee as much or as little as we need to. Walk it out, full plank. Pausing for a beat. Walk it back up. Either stay here or do the full extension, squeezing through the glutes. Let's do that a few more times. Walk it out. If we're feeling any low back pain or discomfort, totally fine to stay in the fold or even stay in a crouched position. Bear crawl to plank is a great option to take some of that stress off the back. On your next one, walk out to plank. Let's stay in plank. Shoulders right over wrist. Mountain climbers, low and slow for this warm up. Tap it out. Then very easy, come on down, flip it over to your back. Little windshield wiper for the knees. So drop your knees side to side. Maybe they come all the way to the floor. Maybe they float. Just a little release for your back. And then from here, sitting our legs up, straight up, point and flex into the toes, little calf and shin. And then strong legs from here. Reach up for your toes, little crunches, reach and reach. Just a few to make sure the abs are ready for work. All right, gently release down, hug your knees in, and let's get ready to go here. We're gonna start off with some basic crunches with your feet down, or you can bend the knees to elevate the legs like we just did. Now, option here, you can pick up your weight. Now that we're starting to work, you can hold your weight up and crunch up with that. You can even add a little reach behind for a lat pullover to a crunch. So we're here for 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Even if we're not holding a weight today, we can move our arms through the range of motion to get that same muscle activation The same type of work. Inhale down, exhale, lift. Three, two, one, rest for 10. Move 2 is a bridge. If you're holding a weight, you can just hold it over your chest. Stamp the heels. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Lift and lower. 30 seconds. Power up. We do 3 rounds per circuit. So this is round 1. We practice. Round 2, we perfect it. Round 3, we can show off. We're pros by then. We'll give you some variations. Or if you know which ones you like to do, you're always welcome to take those. 3, 2, 1, time, relax for 10. Back to move 1. Your crunch, option to add that pullover. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So maybe if you try the variation with your feet down, maybe you elevate the legs and do your crunches that way this time. So with your legs up, your abs are doing a little bit more work to hold your legs in place. It's also helping to flatten out the back. So press your low back into the floor. Use that bind to create a little bit more lift. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Stamp the feet. Maybe you do a march this time. Lift the hips. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And at the march. 1 knee at a time. Drive it toward the chest. Squeeze the backside, lift. But anytime you feel you need to set it down, drop the hips, lift back up. Again, even if you're not holding the weight, you can take your arms to the same position. And time, release down, 10 seconds. Get ready for round 3. Now this time, maybe you take your legs at a diagonal. Little crunch hold, isometric hold, and then add the crunch. With or without your weights. This is our last time here. Halfway. Three, 2, 1, rest. Drop the feet. Bridge variation. Maybe you hold the leg out, float, single leg bridge. Here we go. It's a great way to isolate one leg at a time. Strengthening through a hip or a knee. Halfway, you can switch the leg if you're floating, or just keep working. Remember to breathe. 3, 2, 1, and rest. We got about 20 seconds to reset and get set up for the second circuit. So this one, we're going to be flipping forward and back. So we have push-ups. If we're protecting a shoulder or anything like that, we can lay down and do chest press with our weights, or maybe go to a wall for push-ups, or just hold a plank. Any variation where we're putting a little bit more on the shoulders and holding that dynamic tension. However, we're starting with a bicycle crunch. That's our first move. So stay on your back, bend the knees. This one we're going really, really slow. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So slow twist, extend the leg, pause, draw it in, come back to center, twist. So not going for a high rep count here. Slow and controlled. Forcing the abs to stay tension, keep tension longer. Rest. Now we flip over, push-up variation. So on your knees or on your toes, or chest press. Let's go. It's 30 seconds. So maybe count out your reps and try to stick to that each time. Make that your goal for each of the 3 rounds, especially as your arms start to fatigue. It's gonna be harder. You have to work a lot harder to keep the pace. 3, 2, 1, rest. Beautiful. Turn it back around, slow bicycle crunches. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Twist, hold. Back to neutral. Twist. Hands are supporting the head behind the ears, not pulling, but just creating a little cradle for your head to rest in. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, set it up. Push up or chest press. Maybe take a narrow variation. Bring the hands closer. Even with the chest press, do a tricep push instead. Just giving you the option here. Take whichever variation works for you. Ten seconds. Excellent. 2 down, 1 to go. This is your 3rd round, your chance to show off. Dial it in. Really go all out. So with the bicycle, push your leg out long as if you're pushing a very heavy object away. Draw it back in slowly. Same thing with the other side. The slower, the better. All right, you're done with that move. Let's finish up with the push-ups or chest press. Let's go all out. Maybe you go wide to narrow. Change your hand placement each time. Stagger stance. Or again, sticking with the goal you set for yourself for this round. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Beautiful. Grab a sip of water quickly. And then come on back. We're starting with the straight leg sit up, wide leg sit up, sorry. So your legs are gonna be out wide like a V shape. Articulating your spine down, and then drawing, making a round shape with your spine. Squeeze through the belly, reach forward. A little bit quicker than that, but that's how it's gonna look. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. You can hold on to your weight if you want. I'm gonna bring my palms together to create some tension for my arms and my shoulders. Inhale down. Exhale, peel your spine up off the floor, reach, and get a little push. Reach forward for a little stretch. Three, 2, 1, time. All right, still option to hold your weight. We're gonna lay down, drop a leg, reverse crunch. Other leg, reverse crunch. Let's go. Down, push up. Down, big lift. Beautiful, keep it going. Sitting energy all the way through your legs. 3, 2, 1, and time. Drop the legs down with control, wide-legged, sit up here. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Pressing the heels into the floor to help create that little tension, that little pull. All the way down, all the way up. Gonna come check in, see how we're doing. All right. Beautiful. Last 5 seconds. And time. All right, legs up. Starting from the up position, you drop the leg, return it to top, and then your reverse crunch. Let's go. Down, lift up. Now, to progress this movement, you can do a double leg drop. Just make sure your low back is not pinching, it's not arching and lifting up off the floor. Find your angle to drop, lift your legs up, and lift. You can always go back to that single leg drop if that feels better for your back. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Beautiful. One final round, wide-legged sit-up variation. Now, option here, sit up and reach toward one leg. Take it down to the other leg. Here we go. Last time here. So press your fingertips or your weight towards the right leg. Take it down. Take it towards the left. Creating that little twist. Just gives you a little bit more work for the obliques. So they're not just hanging out, going along for the ride. Three, 2, 1, and time. All right, last time through. Leg drop to reverse crunch. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. If you're doing a double leg drop, you can also bend the knees when you drop down. Shortening the lever, a little less stress on the back. But you can do straight leg when you lift up for your reverse crunch. 3, 2, 1, and rest. At the end of that circuit, grab some water. Beautiful. This is the point where we're going to start to get up, more upright movement. Again, I don't have weights, but I'm going to show you or tell you what you can do to incorporate them. All right, our first one. Whew. So squatting down, narrow squat, stepping back into a high crescent lunge, stepping forward, up and through. All right, that's kind of the low impact variation. High impact, you can drive it up to a little hop. That's the more part of the core and more, all right? Same leg, get ready, steady. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So if you're holding weights, you can just kind of curl them up, do a little hop, think little Super Mario hop, little bounce. Whew. And then halfway through, I'm gonna tell you to switch. Right here, switch legs. Whew. 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, staying standing. Sumo squat variation, sink down. No weights for this one. We're just gonna reach side to side, squeeze through, come back to standing. Here we go, reach. So you can either reach for the outside of the hip or the inside, whichever feels more comfortable for your hips, for your shoulders. Halfway. So squeeze through that side body while we hold that squat. Three, 2, 1, and time. All right. Coming back, that squat variation. Again, you can hold onto your weights next to your sides. Here we go. Same leg. We can also just drive the knee up and send it back long. So flowing through that squat and just drive the knee up. 3, 2, 1, switch legs. Three, 2, 1, and rest. All right, sumo. You want a little bit more for the legs, keeping that squat, but straighten it into the opposite leg as you reach. Push back to center. Straighten, push back. Let's go, let's go. Little push off. You get a nice stretch, but then a little bit more work as you send your hips back. Now, as we start our last round, feel free to take the full-on thruster variation and rest. Instead of stepping back into a lunge, come all the way down, hit your thruster, stand up, drive a knee. Here we go. Down, hop or step back, drive it up, knee comes up. Whew. So if you're alternating, keep going. If you're doing single leg, switch legs. Whew. Keep going, almost there, gang. 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, we have one more? Yes. Sorry, one more round of the sumo squat oblique. All right, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Push through. See if you can't get a little lower. Keep it up, keep it up. So we're gonna give you just a 10-second breather after this, and we're gonna get into some burnouts. 3, 2, 1. Deep breath, maybe grab a quick sip. We're gonna come down to the floor, excuse me, plank position, and do rainbows with our hips. So hips up and over. 20-second burnouts. We're going in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hips up and over, draw the arch. Going into heel lifts right after this. 10 seconds. We can do this on our knees as well. 3, 2, 1, right into it. Drop, lift the heels, drive it up. Again, from the knees if we need to. 10 seconds. We go into Superman after this, so belly's gonna go down. 3, 2, 1. Drop the chest. Arms and legs lift and lower. Ten seconds, and we're gonna roll into one side. All right, 3, 2, 1. Right here, choose a side. I'm gonna give you a few extra seconds here to set it up. Lay all the way down. Send the top leg long, reach, lift up into a crunch, and then back down. Here we go, 20 seconds. So you're leading with your shoulder to come up and over. The elbow just drives over, kind of goes along for the ride. Five seconds. We're gonna switch to the other side. 3, 2, 1. Flip and switch. 3, 2, and go. Hollow hold is up next, so we're gonna roll into our back. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Arms and legs float. Bend the knees if your low back is arching. Breathe through it, hold on to it. And then basic crunches, 3, 2, 1, right here, last 20 seconds of work. Just up and down, just like we started. Come on, let's go. All the way. Here's 3, 2, 1, and relax. Release everything down. Woo. Breathe. Take a few moments to melt into the floor. So those burnouts on the floor was just another way to kind of let your heart rate come down. Smaller transitions, smaller movements, allow the heart rate to come down, hopefully a little bit. Let's take a quick stretch. Take one foot over, cross it over, figure 4. Bring the bottom leg up for a little opener for the glutes. And there's the bell. We did it. All right, gently release down. We'll switch legs. Remember to continue to hydrate throughout the day. Whew. And take some movement breaks, you know, whether it just be around your workspace or outdoors, ideally outdoors, get some fresh air. Send your legs up. Point and flexing the toes, little hamstring and calf. And release it down. Excellent, excellent job, my friends. That is all I have for you today. Hope you got a great workout for this core and more session. Let me know if you have any comments or concerns. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. I see that thumbs up there. Thanks for sticking it out.